if you're seeing this reading, I think we crossed paths for a reason, because I don't believe there's such a thing as coincidences. My name is the Page of Pentacles, and my only accounts are listed above. If you were interested in a personal reading, you would have to reach out to me. I would not reach out first. I sent this to the universe with the intention it attracts the people who are meant to find it. So with that being said, what does this collective need to hear today? Alright, so first card was the Two of Pentacles, followed by the Nine of Swords reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Cups reversed. 55 on the timer, and it is 11:10 where I'm at. So 55 and 111, which is perfect because new beginnings. It's exactly the picture I was getting in my head. And change, which is also okay. No, I like this. I feel like for some of this collective, it is part of some sort of breakup. Well, not breakup. I feel like there was an ending of some sort of relationship recently where things didn't work out how you thought they were going to work out, and you thought that things were gonna like maybe go long term with this person, or potentially like, sorry, word. Not that things were gonna go long term per se, but like maybe you thought that happily ever after was going to look a certain way, and you realized it doesn't look a certain way, and that you're the controller of your life, which clock it. I love this. But it feels like you're kind of like starting to be like, oh wait, like I'm not limited in my options. Wait, like the wheel turns in my favor. I'm not going to be stuck in this depressive episode forever and ever again, and I don't need somebody else to fulfill me. Which I'm into this energy. I think this is very good. Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I don't rely on somebody else to give me what I need anymore. I'm no longer dependent on somebody else. I'm no longer waiting for something to come in. I just listen to myself, because ultimately the key to everything is going to come back to you, doesn't it? Because it doesn't matter how many signs you see, how many prayers you say. Even if you're like, okay, I'm not Christian, but what's coming to mind is the faith without works is dead. You can believe all you want, it's not going to do anything. It's like how manifestation requires you to not just sit there and be like, oh, I'm attracting it, like I'm in my divine feminine or whatever, is what I see a lot. Which, once again, I've been over this. We all have divine masculine and divine feminine within us, but I'm within my divine feminine, and that doesn't mean anything, because ultimately you still need that divine masculine. You still need that action. You still need that. You can be attractive and still acting. But the answers all come from within, and you finally have realized that, and I am very, very pro this energy. With Strength reversed and the Devil. Maybe you don't totally confident in this yet, like if that makes any sense. Like you don't feel like 100% about this situation, like you're still, sorry, word. Maybe you don't feel as confident in like the things you're breaking as you could be, because ultimately you're gonna succeed. Like, I don't need a card to tell me that, because it's true. And, like, you wouldn't be here and we wouldn't have crossed paths unless you were the person who already knew you were going to succeed, but you are still holding yourself back. And especially with this, I'm getting drawn to the fact, like, they have the chains around their neck, but, like, nothing's actually chaining them there. Like, they totally have, like, the ability to remove it if they want. And it's like, that's because that's you. You're so, like, first off, you're letting yourself be attached to things that you don't need to, and you can totally remove yourself from. And you need to remember that. I am the force. I am the captain of my life. I read that somewhere once. I wish I knew the quote directly. But 444 on the timer, exactly. And you are protected by your higher self, by your spirit guides, your ancestors. Especially your higher self is what's coming to mind. But, like, you are able to remove yourself from these chains at any given point in time. Not only that, you have decided to, like, confront your demons, your inner demons, the things that make you nervous, the things that make you afraid. You've decided to confront them, face them head on, and just get them out of the way, if you will. And, you know, it takes a very brave person to do that. With the Seven of Cups, you're not limited in your options. You're not limited in what you can do or accomplish. Like, you can have it all. You can have it all. Thinking of Swords, obviously you have to exercise your discernment. Like, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it, is once what I heard in a reading. The Queen of Cups here as well. This is emotional fulfillment. This isn't just logic. This is emotional fulfillment. This isn't just discernment. This is intuition. And abundance, apparently. King of Pentacles was present there. 55 on the timer. Another 55, so another change. And I looked down, it was also 555 on the timer. So yeah, once again. But what else does this collective need to hear? What I'm really getting, interestingly, here is I'm feeling like this sick to my stomach feeling. And this could be related to you are out of balance in your nervous system, but also specifically maybe your, solar plexus chakra, which is actually makes sense with this reading because, like, that this all aligns with direction and creativity and path and purpose, and that's exactly what the solar plexus governs. So maybe you have issues with stomach aches, maybe you feel sick to your stomach sometimes, maybe that's where you hold a lot of your tension, gastrointestinal issues, stuff like that. Could also be symptoms, everything's connected. Your nervous system is connected to the rest of your body, so your body holds on to memory of things. I'm seeing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, see, there's that burp again. Got lots of 12s. I'm trying to remember what the 12 of the major arcana is, because I feel like that's significant. I think, is it the Hangman? It is, and that's so funny because it was literally right under this. The Hangman reverse, which actually makes sense because what I'm getting the picture of is, like, if you were in this position, do you know how much effort it would take to keep yourself upright? I feel like you're not surrendering to some sort of change. Like, maybe you haven't fully accepted this current. Maybe you're scared to break out of that dogma inside your head that's always told you, maybe I'm never going to be good enough. I can't do it. Like, because those self-limiting beliefs are so scary. And it's, like, weird, but, like, you do get attached to the things that feel comfortable because that's what your nervous system gets used to. So if your nervous system is used to dysfunction, it's going to want dysfunction. 8:08 on the clock as I said that. But, like, are you seeing what I'm saying? Where it's like, you need to release. And as I'm saying that, my stomach ache is finally going away. It's sort of right before I did this reading, too. 3 of Cups. I think you need to connect with people more. Stay open to connections. Use your discernment, obviously. Obviously. That's not what I'm saying. We're just being willy-nilly like, oh, you seem nice. Oh, you're in a gang? Yeah, let's be friends. But, like, I'm saying, like, and then another 8. So I feel like 8 might also be a lucky number or significant for this collective, because there have been a lot of them that I've seen in the reading. 8 of Swords reverse. You're not tied up, okay? Like, you have options. I'm getting a bit of a headache. Don't let your judgment be clouded. Don't let your judgment be clouded just because you want something bad. 909. Never, ever let what you think is your logic or whatever rule over your gut, because your gut and your head will be in the same place and they will all feel peace in the quiet, in the still, when you sit alone, if it's something you're meant to do. Sorry about the loud banging. Finally, the 10 of Swords reversed. 5 of Wands reverse, so ending of suffering, ending of conflict, and the 9 of Pentacles, the Tower, Ace of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So these dreams are coming true. You're going to find emotional fulfillment. It is going to be an upheaval. This does require change. Ultimately, it's going to help you see yourself in a better light. You're going to gain insight, wisdom, and self-confidence. So